In the 2 years following the fall of the Assad regime, the balance of power in the Middle East shifted dramatically. A new leader emerged, Ahmed al-Sharaa, the commander of HTS. Backed by both Russia and Iran, he forged alliances that would reshape the region. 6 months before the conflict began, al-Sharaa extended his control to Jordan, and soon after, Hezbollah pledged its full support, vowing to stand with HTS in any confrontation against Israel. Then, the inevitable happened. From strategic positions in Jordan and Syria, HTS forces launched their offensive. Israeli intelligence detected armored columns moving out of Amman, advancing toward the West Bank. In response, the Israel Defense Forces mobilized, deploying forces to Jericho to block the incursion. But the assault was not limited to a single front. Satellite imagery confirmed a second wave, armored columns pushing through the Golan Heights, moving toward Al-Qunaitra and the vital IDF base at Kiryat Shmona. The scale of the attack was unprecedented, unlike anything the IDF had ever faced. Faced with the threat of overwhelming force, the Israeli government turned to its most powerful ally, the United States. CENTCOM responded immediately. The US 6th Fleet was repositioned off the coast of Israel, pledging full military support. In a historic move, Israel granted the US unrestricted access to its military bases, preparing for what many feared would become an all-out regional war. The men of the 17th Combat Aviation Brigade found themselves at the forefront of US and Israeli joint operations. Initial plans called for the US 10th Mountain Division, currently stationed at Ben Gurion Airport, to be deployed to forward operating bases just outside the towns of Tiberias in the north and Jericho in the east. This would be Objective Able Sentry. In order to do this, the men of the 17th Combat Aviation Brigade's Transport and Logistics Platoon, the 3rd Hells Archers, would have to use their CH-47 Chinook and Mi-8 helicopters, and be escorted by AH-64 Apache gunships from the 7th Hellcats Platoon. Once the troops were deployed, the second phase of the operation would begin. A convoy of 10th Mountain Division troops would head east out of Jericho into Jordanian territory and establish a forward operating base in the foothills. Close air support would be provided by the Apache gunships, while the transport helicopters would follow along with the necessary supplies. A platoon of IDF Merkava 4 main battle tanks would follow along about 10 minutes behind and take over operation of the FOB once it was completed. This second phase was known as Objective Desert Saber. In the north, members of the 4th Banshee Recon and Light Attack Platoon were tasked with Objective Noble Eagle. Intelligence had reported that 2 Israeli Mossad agents were being held at an outpost just outside of the town of Ash Shajara. Israeli Maglan forces had requested helicopter support in rescuing the agents. The plan called for the 2 Kiowa helicopters to pick up a 2-man Maglan team each and fly east along the Yarmouk River into Jordan. They would stay in a valley so as to avoid detection. Once at the outpost, they would clear the area of enemy forces and then land so that the Maglan operatives could retrieve the agents. Once back inside the helicopters, they would fly the same route back to the base at Tiberias.
All stations, type start is Sunrise 251. Diesel 1, let us know when you guys are en route, and we'll be escorting you to Jericho. Copy. This is Banshee 2, checking in on 40. Lima Charlie, Banshee 2, this is Banshee 1, checking in 40. Roger. Diesel 1, pick up. Okay, Diesel 1 is ready. I'm frozen up. I want to
departing the airfield to the northeast.
Sorry, don't let us have a cut.
Thank you, traffic. Stalker 1 departing from the parking area, departing to the east.
Stalker 2 checking in on 50.
Loudly.
Diesel 1, this is Stalker 1. We are just kind of out ahead of you, 54 kilometers from Jericho. Copy that. Get to.
Banshee 1's ready to go. I'm gonna pick up.
Alright, I'll be looking for you, following you.
Banshee 1 is up. I'm at your 6 o'clock.
Roger. Alright, 1-2 is down. Looking to pick up guys.
Copy. 1 is in a slow orbit.
Okay, 1, this is 2. I've got operatives on board. Let me get viz on you just to make sure. I got your visual at my 9 o'clock. I'll be proceeding straight ahead, coming around. Diesel 3, buddy.
Diesel 3 is out to the northeast, going slow, bearing 0.5 from Jericho.
Yeah, cross over there, convenient. Repeat.
I was saying I'm gonna dip into this valley coming up. We should be overflying friendlies, but I don't want to risk being a target.
Yeah, roger that.
Tiberius Diesel, we've got visual green smoke and bike for landing.
Hey guys, Stalker 1, we've got, looks like friendly vehicles out in front of us, just to the left of, bearing north of waypoint 2. Copy that. As we're flying in. Just want to let Spang know so he doesn't shoot over.
About a mile behind you.
Trail.
Diesel 1 got visual on Stalker.
Copy that, Diesel 1.
With the safe arrival of the 3rd Hell's Archers and their 7th Hellcats escorts at both FOB Tiberius and FOB Jericho, Objective Able Sentry was completed and successful. The 10th Mountain Division troops immediately got to work and prepared for the next phase of the operation, Objective Desert Saber. Meanwhile, in the north, the 4th Banshee Kiowas and their Maglan operatives were having a much harder time than anticipated.
You're taking fire, you're taking fire.
Roger that. Right below us. They're closer than we thought.
Yep. Yeah, get out of there.
I'm taking heavy fire. Right at the fort. One right at the fort. Check ground troops. I'm hit. Systems look okay. Systems are okay.
Copy that. Get safe. 209.
Roger that. I'm southwest of the fort. Spinning around. See if I can get a bid on them.
Good hit, 1. 21.
All right, another one going.
Shadow 1. Dark Star Ben on 17,000. Shadow's good. It's another good hit.
All right, I got a guy running to the right side. I'm going to take him out too. Fire.
Smoked him.
All right, I think coast is clear. 1.
Banshee 1, proceed.
Roger, visual. Head in.
Left. Up. Taking fire. 1's taking fire. Right at the base of the watchtower. Base of the watchtower.
Looking. Base of the watchtower, roger. Wanna hold here.
Alright, copy that. I darted behind the hill. Night flight 30.
Roger that, I got visual on 2 infantry, 2 enemies to the left of the watchtower. Gonna send a rocket.
Copy that. This is Banshee 1. I'm trying to put some rounds on target.
Roger, I can see those rounds. I'm gonna put a rocket between 2 of them. Hopefully I can take 2 of them out with 1. Might be a little close. You got 1 man down. Yeah, I'm too close. Gonna have to back up. Too close for rockets.
Affirm.
Alright, 1 man down, you've got 1 dead. I'm gonna try to take out the other 2 with a single rocket.
Copy that. I can see that guy hanging out right by the side of that tower.
Roger that, you got 1 man down. I saw your bullet take him out. Alright, missile, rocket away.
Good hit. Banshee 2. Good hit.
Alright, coming back down the valley. I'm Spang fuel 145. Hopefully there's some refueling options up ahead.
Copy that. I'm right around the bend.
And 1, this is 2. Stay low. I've got some tracking radars behind me.
Copy that. We got more infantry in the tower. When you come around that bend, stay wide of that tower. It looks like it's an open field.
Roger that, staying wide of the tower to the left. I think we need to just push forward. I'm getting low on ammo.
Hey, firm, same here. Just push past it. Let's get to the AO.
While rearming and refueling, the men of the 3rd Hell's Archers and 7th Hellcats were informed that due to their being needed to plug the gaps in the front line north of Fob Jericho, the IDF Merkava tank platoon would not be available, and therefore Objective Desert Saber would have to be postponed. Not willing to sit idly by, the 7th Hellcats and 3rd Hell's Archers began to patrol the surrounding areas in search of HTS forces and quickly eliminated any HTS troops they encountered. In the north, Banshee Squadron had finally arrived at the HTS outpost with the Magellan operatives. All they needed to do now was fight their way in, retrieve the Mossad agents, and get out without being shot down or worse, captured.
Copy that.
Rifle. Got some additional movement, right to left, additional troops. Putting a rocket on there.
Copy that, I see him. Alright, one's gonna move in.
Roger, 1-2 will be right behind you. Taking fire, 1.
Alright, I got the helipad in sight.
Roger that, good rocket hits.
Copy that, one's gonna sit down.
Roger that. Right behind you.
Come on, boys. Let's be quick about this. Alright, special ops are on their way back. We're clear. Let's get the hell out of town.
Alright, roger that. Head now.
Copy that. I'll follow you back.
In the end, the men of the 17th Combat Aviation Brigade distinguished themselves with their bravery and determination and left no doubt in the minds of their Israeli allies that they are mission ready.